I'm Hosea Turbarat. I'm the manager of this center, the Kairak Centre for Sustainable Rural Development. Basically, we are an extension and outreach program for the University of Natural Resource and Environment. So we look after the farmers component of our operation at the university. So we've been involved with donor fundings like what we had with the PPAP and PACD, not PACD for a while. So basically, our progress, we are a lead partner to two projects. They're not binding. Poultry and piggery commercial and gallop diversification project, and Taliglikun small livestock, commercial small livestock and gallop diversification project. So I guess since the last time we spoke, we have progressed a bit with the two projects. So firstly, we've recruited our staff. There's 4 staff to each project. We have an assistant project manager, 2 extension officers, and 1 data entry clerk in each of the projects. So we have 3 partners in the both projects. We have ourselves as a lead partner. We have the Binding Cooperative Society and Woodal Bunaplading Cooperative Society as producers organization partners, and Friendship Penny Food, which runs a gallop factory down the road. So that's our partnership arrangement. So we have 3 main activities in the 2 projects. They running side by side, parallel with similar activities. So we have the poultry, broilers, piggery, that's for pork, and gallop, the gallop nut production. So those are 3 main activities that we have in the 2 projects. So since then, the rollout, we've concentrated on the poultry because it's one of the toughest or the biggest project. It's short term, but there's a lot of birds that are involved. I mean, people that are involved and so on. So we have 1,000 farmers. That's 500 to each project. So these farmers are now organized into clusters. So we have about 100 clusters of 10 families in each. So it makes up the 500 in each project, 1,000 farmers. So with the poultry, we have been distributing 50 birds per farmer or per family, and those families are grouped into, say, 10 groups in a cluster. So a cluster of families, they looked after about 500 birds. So 500 birds in a cluster. So we've completed our first cycle of the chicken rollout. That means that we have, between the 2 projects, we have 50,000 birds. So we've sort of organized into batches. So the first batch, we distributed about 10,000 chicken in early. It's for 3 months ago. What is 3 months ago? Because now is in about March. Yeah. So our first cycle, also SMEs distributing 10,000 chickens to the first 20 clusters, and then 2 weeks later we distribute our second batch, and so on. And just last week we distributed our last last batch, in the first cycle. So there is 50,000 chicken out there. We've sort of start slaughtering our chickens and marketing. We take it in from the farmers. We buy it at the abattoir, and then we process the chicken. So far we've processed about 20,000 chicken. It's gone through the abattoir, and we have started marketing our chickens. It's processed. Processed through there. We either sell it whole chicken or in pieces or some pack na salim. We also encouraging
Visited last day.
The pictures.
Is that from the abattoir you visited last day?
Yeah. Yeah. So we have we've sort of also distributed to the market outlets in frozen chicken and frozen pizzas, and also because there's too many birds, there's a lot of birds, so we're also encouraging live sales, so some money can go to solar. So the farmers look after the chicken up to 6 weeks, and then after that we collect them and put it through the abattoir. So we plant by more than 50,000 chicken is a lot of chicken, so there's a bit of backlog, put it through the abattoir. So at the same time, we're improving the abattoir to cater for the number of birds that are being slaughtered. Some space inside the abattoir. Long freezing all kakaruk and plaisalim. So with the birds, with the chicken, that's how far we've gone. We've completed our first cycle, which is 50,000. That means starting in March until now, Kolkata farmer, the 500 farmers of 1,000 farms has received all their chickens. And we've started slaughtering the first lot, the batch 1 and the batch 2. Batch 3, batch 4, batch 5 are still going through batch 3s are ready. Batch 4s, they're about 5 weeks now, and the batch 1, the batch 3 are about 6 weeks. The batch 4, they're about 4 or 5 weeks. And our batch 5, they are about 2 weeks. Batch 1 and 2, they're about 8 weeks, 9 weeks now. But they've all been slaughtered. Whatever is left, we are cutting into pieces, and so there is special demand for chicken. Special requirement for chicken. So most outlets, most market wants 4 weeks old chicken. So we're trying to meet that sort of not demand, but also belong the outlets. They want that sort of age-old chicken for them to purchase and sell. Okay, so we've got 100 sheds out there, farmers, each looking after 500 birds, and we are slaughtering it. We will be going to our second cycle. The first cycle is basically PACD funding, because PACD only the first cycle, second cycle, third cycle, fourth cycle, and belong all farmers. So our second cycle we will be basically the partners. First cycle PACD, second cycle will be ours, the partners. And the third cycle now by all farmer now by lookout in Kolkata, the expenses purchasing the chicken and stock feed and so on. The sheds and everything are already funded by the PACD program. So that's how we're trying to transit into them taking over. Looking after all the costs and then sustaining the program. So the idea is that along the value chain, yeah, we play establishing pinis, like where to get the chicken, where to get the feed, and then them looking after the chicken, and then where to sell it, and then the market. So that value chain is so suppose all the farmers now sustaining their own program, they don't have to look for those infrastructure that are already there. So only buy them kagarong kasol, lafi, na behind time they're ready, they just bring it up to us and we buy the chicken. So only salim kagarong now, the money remains with them, with the farmer. But we will be deducting some money for the chicken, for the new chicken only, and then we can buy additional more chickens for them for the second cycle. Okay, so as I said, we concentrating on poultry because we think that is the most difficult sort of activity that we operating. Is a lot of learning because we play roll him out, now we plan something too. So we try to correct that, address it in the second. We've tried, and the project itself has caused the university to improve the abattoir. Only plan something now. They put in standby generators, additional space, only improving water system, the plucking machines, and so on. So they got into that. Okay, with the pig and gallop nut, we haven't done much on it. We're now trying to procure. Gallop won't be that much. It's just getting eight processing facility unit in, and we'll start buying the gallop and sell it down to the factory. A piggery, it's only the sheds, and then procuring the breeder pigs, and then start to look after them, fatten the pigs, and then sell the young ones. So we haven't got into that yet, but hopefully we'll have all the infrastructure in place before the project closes. So we're aiming to do that. So now that the chicken, now we've gone into the second cycle, let me place we'll have something now long to deal with, so that will help us release pressure to do the other two activities.
So what kind of training and support are you providing the chicken farmers?
Firstly, when they received the chicken, we had a training, just husbandry training, and how to receive the chicken and look after the day-old.
And where do they get the day-olds from?
We've made arrangement with one of the local producers here, company. They're producing the chickens for us.
Right.
It's CPL group of companies.
Right.
When this project, when we started, there wasn't any sort of local, hatchery here. There was CPL had a hatchery, but they were producing low numbers, and most of the chicken were coming in from Leh. So project and because in more CPL now long improving hatchery belong also. The 50,000 chicken, that's all come from them. So we had an arrangement. We asked them in the beginning whether they can produce, give us 10,000 birds every 2 weeks. So they said that yes they can, and then they started improving their own hatchery. So they're meeting the requirement. All our cycles, 10,000 birds each. So we've been getting it locally. The price belong only good pila. I think it's comparable to what you get from Leh, and I think long Leh is 400 and above. The CPL is charging us 375
For a box of how many?
for a box of 50 day-old chicken. So feed we are getting that through farm set. Also on probably a comparable price. So we have contract with these two to supply the day-old and also the feeds. So the feeds are rationed to also by enough long 6 weeks time all kakarugi ready for marketing, then the feed should also be enough for them. Anything over that, if they go to 7 weeks, 8 weeks, then the farmer have to fork up cost to buy the chicken, but we try and. So there's been some problem here. We have a backlog. We got plenty of karuki come and we couldn't process it very quickly because we were also trying to establish markets. So now I think the market is sort of accepting our chicken. So there's been some movement and especially the frozen chicken that we're selling. So that's about it. So you're right. I mean, there's a lot of issues. All farmer, when they run out of feed, supply time only overfeeding and then they.
Which comes to my question: what kind of training and support are you providing?
Yeah, so
for these farmers?
most of our training is, apart from the first training that we did, was on the job, just extension officers, helping the farmers out. We have a bit of issue in that because our extension officer, we've been getting some I guess complaint that our extension officer have not been trying to visit the farmer regularly. So that we will improve on that. We're trying to improve on that. So they want information, I guess, information on what's going on. That's what it is. So most of the farmers, only I think there's some, one complaint, but the rest are only all right. Only have a master solo chicken. It's the only that some of the chickens have overstayed. Or some like supposed to pick it up in the 6 weeks, but we plan on not because the backlog here it's been over. They've been asking whether only sila group by alright yet or not, and they say it's okay, it's still okay. We can, there's other ways of processing it to process the chicken into pieces and then we sell.
So how are these poultry micro enterprises impacting family income and nutrition in the villages?
We just started. It take a while to see the nutritional impact. I'm not as only a 6 week cycle, so we started. So there's a bit of live chicken that is sold at all cluster is selling because 6 weeks ipinis and then plan okisim quick, we play tokimoli, play can salim. So they actually eating from the paying and then also eating from the farm. But we need to have a nutritional survey to see it, but it's too early at the moment to know the impact. I mean the nutrition impact, but the value, long time, more money, bang. Yeah. So what was the other question you asked? Sorry. The nutrition value and
how are these poultry micro impacting on family income?
Yes. Well, we just started buying the chicken. I mean the first batch, the second batch they've gone through. So our process is we are paying at the factory, at the abattoir. What happens is that they bring it in, we invoice, delivery note, invoice, and then they send the invoice up here for us to pay directly to the account. It doesn't go to them. All of the farmers have an account that we've collected. So the cluster. So money apply by Karuk goes straight to the account, and then from there they can use it. So at the moment, that transaction, completed because we just started. So plenty long kisim money belong yet long chicken through the system, but what they're selling, they're getting that directly because it's their money. So we will be just deducting maybe 300 for one box of chicken from the day-old chicken. So with the income, money. So whatever they're selling is helping them, but we're trying to organize them into groupings. So that organize that they save the money to reinvest. Reinvest long all cluster long all. Because eventually they'll be paying from it. So what we want to do is make them to save the money first, cycle, first cycle, second cycle, and then when they do start buying their own feed and chicken in the third cycle, only got money. So I guess that would be the impact is reinvesting into the business so that the business survives. And I guess with the nutrition and some only work guy, maybe only buy them, only come. We're encouraging live sales, so people are coming in and buying it. Even the cluster members themselves only buy them, they consume.
So those chickens that are processed at the abattoir right now, who do you sell them to?
We had a big marketing drive when we were, before the first and the second batch went through the abattoir. So that was one of our key area, like the chicken production, the management, and then also the processing and marketing is quite important. So we visited almost all the outlets that also Kisimkakaro. So firstly, we visited supermarkets. We had a promotion with them. We gave samples. I think like sample. Yeah. So we had promotion in the supermarkets and then the hotels. We went around to them, and then the institutions, most of the schools, the boarding schools, and some of the retailers. So we're getting orders from an outlet. So GI, Rapopo, Cabaleo, and the National High School down the road, George Brown. So they've been buying from us, but the company that's been constantly coming back to us is Housemeat Links. We've secured. I think we've secured interest belonging to confidence belonging long kissing because we supply. So. And that would be our strategy, because Links Freezer or the house meat supply most of the outlets that we were visiting to sell our products. So strategy below people now is to supply Links, and Links will distribute the chickens, our product. Of course, by below me plan, I am resell it. So we had a big marketing drive. We also approached Tupela Mining Company, Lihir and Simberi. So Lihir has a response, so they're meeting over there to try and talk about our interest and I think tomorrow they'll have a meeting and to try and get something. Simberi, we did not receive any response from them. But if we secure like Links, we secure Lihir with big orders, then I think all our chicken, even if we don't have all the other outlets, the main distributors and we play like secure them all. So that's what we want to do with Links or house meat. So they're coming good. They're also testing the market with our product. So the whole chicken, I think he working all right. They're selling fast. So yeah, we've secured some of the outlets, and we haven't. So we're thinking of getting recruiting a marketing officer, sales officer, or a marketer, or whatever. Yeah. So by walk along, continue to push the product. So our product, the chicken, will be labeled. We have our management have designed some sort of label that we're going to put. That means the university label. All Kairak will come through. So we're going to.
Do you have a brand name?
Yeah, the senior management is decided on a brand name. So we've suggested some names. So only a writing person, we put him on label. Supported by PNG, of course.
Those ones, Martin was the photos from about.
Yeah, that was our first lot of pieces or display. So those ones, it hasn't taken on like the whole chicken that is being so, but I will probably be sending new orders to him once he's test the market. So this is Martin Ikisime is just to test the market first with our product. Then, yeah. So we have packages down there. We're encouraging customers to come in also to the abattoir to buy chickens, whether frozen or live or in pieces. Yeah, so
what are your plans now for the future?
Well, the future plan is what the PACD tries to do. So I'm thinking, all these 100 clusters are treated as small SMEs. They're in groups, 10 members looking after 500 chicken. So this is a project block. We want to convert that into SMEs. So that is why this idea belong transit. So free supply along PACD. All right, we play by pick him up along second round, long first round, second round, and then the third round, and belong all now. So that means that we want them to continue running that as a business, and we've sort of helped them with the value chain. So issue belong market, buy non upstart. Issue belong over keeping kakaruk, belong all buy non upstart, because we've got a ready market. When the chickens are ready, they just come and sell it. So they will continue to earn income. Of course, plenty of farmers are cocoa-based farmers, so they have their income, regular income from cocoa. So the chicken income will be an additional
Supplementary.
So we hope that they will continue. They continue to be interested. We will continue to try and help them, with their projects. Once they're looking after it and deciding kind price belong all where they want to sell it. We want to make sure they do this. So they need to keep going, because once we've established markets, they will need supplies. If we create that demand there, now that Lynx is getting it from us, Lynx has created demand for our chicken. So Lynx must have continuous supply. So our supply by come along is an outgrower. So we want all the 100 poultry farms to be successful. Excuse me. So as I said, we've established a value chain. You got place belong by the old chicken belong all. You got place belong by feed, and then they look after it. You got place to belong selling belong all. So we're trying to achieve the objectives of the PACD program. So now let it run in league business. Yeah.
So East Britain is like setting a good example for the rest of the country in such a livestock venture like this. So
Yeah.
how do you
Well,
see
it's
this
good.
being emulated to other countries? Like for instance, yesterday we visited the Growers Association and they are also doing very well. And I've traveled this country, but I haven't seen such projects like
Yeah, well,
this. So like East New Britain is setting an example for the rest of the country. So.
Yeah, we want to fill the gap. I guess there's shortage of poultry meat out there. At the moment, there's shortage. That's why Lynx is buying it from us, because they cannot get their chicken, frozen chicken from Jinangle. They're short. So I think the government has put a ban on frozen chicken. So that's the idea, is to fill that gap. I got vacuum, you have long all consumers buying him kai. So that's a long-term aim, is to continue with the program, the projects, and continue supplying the markets. So I say, replacing import and immediate now. Once we saturated the local market, then we can start exporting our product.
Now, the local, there's a big demand for among the community as well,
Yeah.
especially online polala all kinds of things I get about.
Yeah, so I think the quality
Yeah.
of the product is important too.
Yeah.
So for us, it's we okay. I mean, our product certified
Right. And we have
product to
a,
be
we
sold
have a
because
big abattoir.
we have a certified abattoir,
Yeah.
and it is NACIA
Yeah.
certified, cleared, and also all our handlers are, I guess, approved handlers or some line inspectors. You know, we cannot recruit some all man from the street. They have to be cleared by all doctors, or they need to go through medical. So a lot of workers down there have gone through medical checks and so on. So we check for things. So no go do any put him sick blood. So it need to be so. That's one thing that the buyers also look for is a certified product, a good blah, quality product, and also meet the requirement, the type of product that they want. Some you got various requirements. I supply like him 4 weeks old chicken, supply like him 9-week chicken or so sizes, size 10 to 10, 11, 12 like one time. Supply like him size 24, supply like him size 10. Those sort of requirements.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah.
that's on chicken. Anything else that any other updates that you want to give us?
Okay, I guess there's a lot that, like in terms of logistic and assisting this project to survive. So I mean to do what it's required. So there's a lot of other things that the project has not take account of. We're picking we're picking those up ourselves, like logistics, transportation, like improving the abattoir to a standard that we can process our stuff. I think the role that we play as a lead partner is taking much of our time. Almost over 50% of our time is spent on this project. The procurement sort of system is really laborious. It's a lot of paperwork, so we spend more time in trying to just to manage the project and meet the requirement of the World Bank. So managing the project is quite quite a task. You need to follow those small procedures that are there. So, Hosea, along me, got plawag plumia. I have my own mandated job in this project, and time becoming like sim is a bit more time that is spent just managing the project, getting the procurement right, getting the system going, getting stuff like securing the old chicken, securing the feed, getting all our farmers prepare all their houses before the chicken comes in. There's a lot of other expense that has not been taken on by the stable budget that we're taking on ourselves. So, but otherwise, project and focus long on farmers, so it's good. It's beneficial to the farmers in terms of income and like the food, the nutrition value of the chicken, and also I guess in the long and overall is replacing imports that are coming in. We're spending so much of it, of the money to those imports. So try to retain the money here because we're producing ourselves, and then maybe export later. So that's it.
Can you just give us your comments on the PhD project and how it is?
Well, for us, it has assisted us in for our mandated task in terms of training farmers and also trying to equip the farmer to start a project business such as what we're doing is really helping. It's sort of assisted us to achieve our own objectives, the organization objectives in terms of training farmers and having them access to the like in terms of marketing, the supply chain out there, and improving the farms like PPAP, planting cacao, only planting, and now they're reaping the benefit. With now the poultry, there's another source of income that as only play work long line more long managing project, and all this stuff. So it's the chicken project has also assisted it. So for us, it's helped us in terms of training farmers, and not only just providing the training, but also setting up projects for them. So we run training on cocoa, we run training on poultry, we run training on livelihood and so on. So these are all the projects, the PACD and other donor-funded agency projects too are assisting us in that. Okay, we the training, and we plan on training natin the Solman. Play training them na apply bisala skills na knowledge lo one project and we kirapin. So I guess for us we see the value in it. It is expanded our sphere of operation, I guess, and the number of farmers that we have trained, and also we are assisting. So we preach livelihood, sustainable livelihood a lot. So I think we are achieving that through the assistance of this project as well.
Anything else you want to say?
I think we talked about plenty. Nothing, but we just want to see the project through. It's very short. I wish they will. It's been extended. Extended. I think it's going to be extended to December. So but it's extended. It's a no funding expansion. What do you call it? No, it's a no cost extension. So it means extending time. That's all that money stuff. But I would have also liked to see that we had enough money to have a second and a third cycle along Garuga, because the first cycle, all of them now the classes are just getting into running the poultry. They need a lot of capital input. Like it costs plenty. It's expensive. So the first cycle, a lot of money will be spent on getting things. Second cycle, they still need a third or a fourth cycle now for them to. So I would have want to see that the program supposedly not been put in ceiling by funding first cycle, second cycle, third cycle, and then we let them do their own. Because it'll be hard for some. I think they'll probably find it difficult to I guess if they manage the money properly. But if they don't, then that will be a problem.
Yeah.